Hey guys, it is Sunday, January 20th, and I'm finally doing the thing. Have I actually started writing my book? No? It's happening today though. But I am doing exciting things in Scrivener, so that's why I'm filming this, because it's real. Because I'm filming it. I'm gonna show you a bit of what I'm doing, and by the end of the day, I will have word count. It's gonna happen. I mean, setting up your Scrivener document, then it's real, right? So this is it. I have a Scrivener doc. It is real. Ooh. Then I get to play with selectively blurring this stuff out so you don't know everything that's happening in my book. But for the first time, I'm playing with the note cards in Scrivener. I actually usually don't do this because I usually don't outline, and so this is like a whole level of planning that I don't do. But yeah, I've started setting up my chapter folder documents, and I'm using the note cards to try to track the beats of what I'm gonna do in each chapter. I'm noting like, hey, I think this is the break into two. I might most likely add chapters and like add stuff that happens, but yeah, this is kind of what I'm working from. I'm building this out, and my plan is to start today. I'm gonna copy in that first page that I already wrote, and then I'm gonna go from there. Update. It is about 5:15 p.m. I filmed the previous installment about 2.5 hours ago. I started my book. I did the thing. So I am on chapter 1. I have, as of right now, about 1,229 words, which doesn't sound like a lot, and some of them were already written, but I'm feeling such relief. So I copied over the stuff that I'd written on the plane from my Google Doc into my new Scrivener file, and I just started kind of like refining it and editing it a little and padding it, and I actually ended up deleting the very last part of it that I had come up with to transition it into something new and something better. So I'm like knee deep into my opening scene, and I'm getting a feel for kind of the characters and the setup. I'm really enjoying it. So as a reward, I ordered myself pizza, cause why not reward yourself for 1,000 words? Baby steps. And I'm gonna keep writing. I'm gonna write until the pizza arrives, and then I think I'll take a break, and I will do more writing tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, it is about 6:30. I ate my pizza. I kind of like typed a bit while I was eating, before and after. Look, kitty. And I'm just like, I'm getting hit with things in drafting. It's so funny how every time you come back to drafting, you remember things. I keep having to remind myself that it's okay if it's not perfect. First time I write something, like I keep second guessing myself, and especially I'm only in the first chapter, and so much of the early stuff is getting to know your characters and your world. So what I've been doing is writing things and going, ugh, you might be info dumping, Alexa, but then going, it's fine, write it down. Figuring stuff out. And so that's helping me to push through a bit. I'm at almost 1,600 words. Yay! I think today I might go for 2K, which would be a very productive day for me generally, period. And the other thing that I'm doing that I don't normally do is I am giving myself permission to put notes to myself in brackets. Like I have a few places where I'm like, insert metaphor here, insert description here, because it's helping me to push forward and move forward. Now, I don't think that there are brackets I'm going to let stay there for the entirety of the draft. I see myself going back over this in another writing session sooner rather than later. Like maybe it's something I go over tomorrow or something I tackle next week. But for now, in this first chapter, it's really been helping me, so I'm trying it. Let's see how it goes. I mean, since the experiment is seeing like how quickly I can fast draft without too much pressure on myself, it's interesting. So we'll see how long I keep that up. But I'm feeling so good about today, guys. There's something we need to talk about, and that is the Comic Sans writing hack. Because I tried it, and it worked. So it's about 9 o'clock, and I jumped into writing, gave another go, wrote a few lines, got kind of stuck. So I copied and pasted what I had into a Word document, and I changed the font to Comic Sans, and then I wrote 400 words. It works. Wow. So that's my update for the night. I think it's going to be my final update. I wrote 2,000 words today, which is an amazing start to the book for me. I think it bodes well for tomorrow. I'm going to keep writing tomorrow because it's a holiday Monday. I'm going to keep trying this Comic Sans thing. I'm scared and I'm upset. You may have seen it on Twitter. And frankly, I'm going to play with it more, and then I'm going to film a writing hack video about it, because I feel like the world needs to know. The world on YouTube needs to know how terrifying this is, that Comic Sans has basically redeemed itself after being a pariah for the last 25 years. Solid 20 years. So, yeah. This is a great start to a book. I'm feeling really good about it. It's only 9 o'clock, so who knows, I might write more, but for right now I'm going to try to catch up on Outlander, because, you know, priorities. A friend told me it's not that bad this season, so I'm just going to crack that up. Yeah. Huh. Guys, I have to show you something. Look at those stars. I wrote 2,500 words yesterday. So clearly I kept writing after I filmed. I think I wrote my final stretch like at 10:30 or 11 at night, and by that point I was in a bathrobe and I wasn't gonna film. But yeah, it is Monday the 21st and I'm starting off strong. Just filmed some videos for the channel, and now I get to spend my afternoon writing. I'm trying the Comic Sans hack again. I actually filmed a writing hack about the Comic Sans hack, which will probably be up before this vlog, but you guys will then watch this vlog and you'll see the true moment of shock reaction. You guys heard it first, but second. This vlog is like the pure experience of it. So that's my plan for the afternoon. And I'm gonna try to write every day this week. I'm gonna try the daily writing habit thing. I'm gonna try the Comic Sans hack to get my word count up, but I'm not gonna vlog every single day that I'm writing. So the next time I check in is probably going to be next weekend, unless I have anything amazing happen during the week that I want to talk about. But yeah, I'm probably going to film until I get to let's see if I can write the first act, and then I'll post the vlog. So hopefully the next time you see me, I've written a ton of words. Hey everyone, yeah, I'm using the fancy camera for this update. Got kind of sick of holding my phone, but also I look super cute, so might as well use the good lighting and the good camera. It is Sunday, January 27th, and holy shit, I had a really good week. So the last update you saw was from last Sunday, where I was telling you, oh, I really had a good start to this, or it was possibly last Monday. All the days blur together. I can feel myself going into the future fugue state of writing this book, where I'm gonna look back on it and not remember anything. I mean, I barely remember last week, but okay, we're gonna talk about the week I had. It went real well, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you my planner and my star sticker so you can take a look. I don't know how clearly you can see this or read this. You can definitely see all of those stars. This week was amazing. I am definitely so far successfully fast drafting. I'm basically pulling a nano without even intentionally trying to pull a nano. So let me tell you these word counts. So you already know, day one, I wrote 2,548 words. Day two, Monday, I wrote 3,091 words. All of this using the Comic Sans writing hack, by the way. It's real. It continues to be real. Then on Tuesday, I wrote 1,122 words, 2-star stickers. The next day, I wrote 1,008 words. You can tell when I was really close to 1,000, I just wanted that second sticker, and I got a little over 1,000 and I stopped. Then Thursday, I wrote 1,659 words, basically a nano word count day. And then on Friday, I wrote 676 words, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that pushed me over the line to 10K. I am 10K into this draft. Bonkers. This might be the fastest time period in which I've written 10K before. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling successful. I want to keep up this momentum as long as I can. I didn't write yesterday, Saturday, because I had Write Girl all day, which is the teen mentoring that I do, and then I had a social thing. I actually took time to see friends Saturday night, which if you watched my goals video, you know I want to spend more time with my friends. But today, Sunday, I'm gonna dive back in. I'm gonna continue to do this Comic Sans thing because so far it's working. I'm gonna see what kind of word count I can get today.
I am right before the inciting incident. So I've essentially written 3.5 chapters so far, and by the end of chapter 4, there's going to be a body. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. And I thought I would tell you a bit about some of the editorial process I've been going through, because like I had some like cool things on Monday and Tuesday and didn't want to vlog because I was wearing a bathrobe. It's a thing. But just to give you a sense of my process, because I'm not going to remember this later. So for example, I think it was Monday. So I'm writing chapter 2. I know the way chapter 2 has to end. Like I have an ending line, like that cliffhanger in my head. The micro cliffhangers, have a video on that. I can link to it down below. This kind of style, I'm always writing toward my micro cliffhangers. And I start the chapter and I know she needs to meet a specific character, and I know she needs to meet that character in a specific setting that's gonna help me simultaneously with world building and backstory, as well as character development and building tension at the same time. So I write that, but I don't know how I'm gonna finish the chapter. I don't know how I'm gonna get to where I'm going. So I sit and I ask myself the question, okay, who are the characters who need the character development the most before your inciting incident, where you're laying breadcrumbs and you want to build clues, and also what settings are going to be the most useful to building this. And I went, okay, I need to do something with this other character and I should set it here. And I just made the decision, and then I wrote like another 1,500 words, what have you. But that's definitely kind of how my process works. It's always asking myself the question of, you need to get here. What do you need to do to get there that doesn't just get you there, but does important work for building character, for building plot, for building tension, conflict stakes, etc. So, you know, hopefully that helps you guys as you're drafting and outlining, because when I am trying to fast draft like this, it's not just vomiting words on the page. I try to make sure the words always have a purpose, serve a purpose, and have a shot at staying in the book later, even if I revise. That said, so the next 2 days, the 2 days that I wrote 1,000 words each, those were hard days to write. They were hard 1,000 words to write because I started the next chapter and it was even more nebulous what I actually needed to do. And I asked myself the same questions and I kind of came up with solutions. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's chapter 3. I'm fairly certain chapter 3 is gonna get revised later, like really revised, because I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, this feels like transition filler even to me, even though I know these scenes are important. But I said, hey, it's fine, move on. Like, don't stop and work on it. Like, I feel so often as writers, we get stuck in a pattern where it's like, oh, then I'm gonna obsess over chapter 3 until it's perfect. But there's no point, because I didn't need chapter 3 to be perfect to move on to chapter 4. I'm gonna have my body, don't forget. So excited about bodies. Murder. And that's kind of the mentality I'm trying to have. I'm still using my placeholders, not as much as I probably could. I keep having to remind myself, Alexa, it's okay to use a placeholder here so you can move on. But I am still using them. I'm like making notes for myself essentially, where later I'm gonna have to do edits. But yeah, this is going shockingly well. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm gonna see what I can do over this week. Can I do another 10K week? I don't know. We'll see. I definitely lost a day on the weekend. Weekends are usually my biggest writing days, and that's what definitely helped, that my first 2 days of writing were a weekend, like holiday weekend. So I got massive chunks of writing done. But I'm gonna see where I am next weekend. You know what? If I can get anywhere near 20K, within spitting distance of 20K, and my break into 2. That's really what I'm pushing for. The break into my second act. Oh, and as I was working, I definitely came up with something concrete for my second act. And if you watched my outlining video, you know that my second act is a bunch of question marks. So that felt really good as well. Yeah, once I kind of, you know, see where the next week takes me, and then you're probably gonna be watching this. So wish me luck, though in a few seconds you're gonna see how it goes. So yeah. I just want to show you my planner. Check this out. All the stars for January. As you can see, I started on the 20th, and then obviously this brought us up to the 31st of January. I took 1 day off, as already detailed in the previous part, but check out the last week. So since I filmed my last update, as you can see, the days of the week were honestly tough. Just 1,000 words a day for every weekday during the week. But honestly, I think this is more than okay because workdays are hard. And it used to be that my minimum was way lower, like my minimum that I would accept for myself on a workday was lower, but now I'm pushing to at least 1,000 words. I hit 15K on the 30th, which is a huge accomplishment. Essentially in 2 weeks, I have 15K and I am almost done with the first act. There's a body. Around the time I hit 15K, the body showed up, which is really important for a YA thriller, but I'm just so proud of my progress. So this is my February spread. As you can see, my starting word count for the month is 16,263, and yesterday I wrote 1,060 words, which I pulled out right at the last minute around 11 p.m. and it's been a long day, long week, and I spent most of the evening unwinding, but you know, I decided, no, you're not gonna take a day off. You're gonna write 1,000 words, and I'm really glad I did. And this brings me to today, Saturday, so let's see what we can do. And indeed, it is raining in beautiful Los Angeles, which makes me so happy, and let me show you. Can you see that? That is a lot of rain. A little blurry. Wow, if you're not from Los Angeles, I need you to know that this is like, that's a lot of rain. It never rains this much here, but I am super excited. Really beautiful. Oh, look, cat. Hi, Teddy. Hello, baby. Teddy loves the rain.
Hey guys, I thought I would give you a slight change of scenery and slightly better lighting. I'm outside and it's been raining all weekend as you saw, and so it's particularly dark in my apartment. So it is Sunday, February 3rd, update. I hit 20K last night. I had a 3,000 word day yesterday, rainy day Saturday, that you just saw. It is the end of the day Sunday. I haven't written anything today, but you know, one of my goals for the year, one of those New Year's resolutions was spend more time with my friends, especially when I'm not on deadline after neglecting many friends while I was on deadline. This is a self-imposed deadline. I'm working toward a fast draft, but so I went to a baby shower today for a friend, and then I met other friends at a coffee shop. I did intend to write, it just didn't happen. Day's not over. I am going to aim for 500 to 1,000 words tonight, which would make it a 4,000 word weekend, which is, I mean, that's an accomplishment for me anyway. But I hit my goal when I recorded last week, and I was like, oh, if I can get within spitting range of 20K, and I hit 20K. And it's been 2 weeks since I started this book, and I hit 20K before the second week was up. I am so far successfully fast drafting, which is bonkers, but I am. And I'm learning a lot, and I'll probably make a video, a standalone video, when all this is over with some tips on how to fast draft, at least that have helped me on this draft so far. And my plan from here on out is to keep going. I'm almost to the break into 2. And in fact, the additional, if I write 500, 1,000, maybe 2,000 words, I will hit that break into 2, which is when my second act starts. I'm leading my character up to the choice that she has to make at the end of the first act, which propels her into Act 2, takes her on the journey, so to speak, talking about plot beats. And then, as you know, Act 2 is the act that is very nebulously outlined, but what I did do yesterday, and this speaks to my writing process, and I think I might make a new writing process video, a different writing process video, when this is over or when I'm a little deeper into it, because every time I write a book is like a fugue state. I've said that before, where I promptly forget everything that I did, but this is feeling fresh and I'm remembering things, but also I'm trying new things with this book, and so I might record something to give you some tips of some of the things I'm doing with my process this time that might help you. But one of the things I did yesterday is I started asking questions and developing plot threads that need to happen in Act 2. And this is where I knew it would come, and so I didn't stress out that it wasn't on the outline, that the outline was full of question marks. I have more question marks, but I also have concrete things. I started a doc in my Scrivener file that has kind of beat for beat, like steps in rough order of things I know that my character has to do, because these are questions that she is asking herself, that I need her to push to investigate. And a lot of kind of the threads are really crystallizing the closer I get to Act 2. And so my goal is to continue to try to fast draft as much as possible, get as far as I can. At this point, I'm going on a writing retreat in 2 weeks, and I had hoped against hope I'd be in Act 2 when I went to that writing retreat, and it's actually gonna happen. And you know, let's see if I can get to Act 3 before the end of February, which would be incredible and bonkers. It would put me so close to fast drafting this entire book in 8 weeks, which was kind of my best case scenario goal. Or even if I can get far enough into Act 2, because books really crystallize for me when I get very close to Act 3, I might even be able to kind of put this one on hold, knowing with complete confidence, since Act 3 is already outlined, that I can definitely finish it, maybe go work on my fantasy a bit, taking lessons I've learned from this one. Maybe I'll force myself to outline that third act, learning new skills. But that's kind of where I am right now. It's going better than I had anticipated. I am exceeding my own expectations. And I'm feeling in a really good place. So yeah, I'm writing a book. I have 20K. I'm almost to Act 2. I'm feeling really good about the book, but not 100% of the time. I was struck with a lot of self-doubt in the last week. It's fair to share this with you because this is the part of drafting when most people give up. Between 10K and 20K is a really common place to give up, when people are just before or just getting into Act 2, and I feel it too. The difference is I have learned to push past it. It's something that you learn the more you write. But I do want to let you know, I had moments this week where I was like, is this the right choice? Is this working? I shared it with beta readers, with friends of mine who I warned them, no harsh criticism. This is I need cheerleader reads and basic feelings. But it's good to hear that they feel the voice is working. They are intrigued by what I have. They have questions. I've told them it's fine to let me know their questions. But I've definitely run things by my beta readers, because I've had moments of doubt as well. But I'm pushing through the doubt because I keep repeating myself. This is my mantra. I advise you do this too as you're writing, especially if it's fast drafting. Revise it later. And I already can spot places I'm probably gonna have to revise. I already can tell 100%. I'm gonna have to add layers. I'm gonna have to deepen the mystery arc, that aspect of the plot. I already knew that though. The most important thing is because I know the killer and I know the motive. That thread is going to be in this first draft. It's the most important arc thread. And then revision is when I can add layers, make it more complex, kind of dropping red herrings and give other characters secrets and whatnot. It's okay if the first draft is imperfect. So that's where I am. 20K in, this book is happening. I really enjoyed vlogging. I think vlogging has helped in keeping me accountable. I'm happy to be sharing this with all of you. And next time you see an installment of this, maybe I'll be done with Act 2, really far into Act 2. I'm gonna play it by ear. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions. Are you drafting? Do you experience those moments of doubt? What do you do to push through them? Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'm gonna keep vlogging. I'm enjoying the vlogging. You're getting a vlog either way. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. I post new videos 2 to 3 times a week. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am heartened by all of you watching the vlogs and kind of with me, and the encouraging comments that you leave. I really appreciate it. And as always, happy writing.